Uh-oh, Krista's calling on an emergency channel. Better patch her through.
Finally, you're some hard critters to pin down. Ignore my recording for Tatooine, Hunter. Everything's changed. That slicer selling the Great Hunt list started a trend. Somebody told your target he was a marked man. Naturally, he decided to make himself scarce.
I can't wait to get my hands on that Mandalorian snob who did this.
First things first, you got to nail this target before he vanishes. You're after Tiresias Loci, a scoundrel who's been on the galaxy's most wanted list forever.
The Tiresias Loci? That smuggler cheated the Hutt Cartel, Exchange, and Black Sun gangs out of a fortune.
And he's been buying himself out of trouble ever since. 2 days ago, your rival bounty hunter shot down Tiresias' ship over Tatooine, but then lost him in the desert.
Sounds like my competition has the brains of a bantha.
Tiresias can make even the smart hunters look like fools. Remember that. The good news is Tiresias is Deveronian. He shouldn't be hard to spot.
That's true. I've seen 2 Deveronians my whole life. They've got red skin and 2 big horns on their heads.
Talk to the spaceport traffic control droid at Mos Illa. Find out if any Deveronians have been through there recently.
The only way that Deveronian gets off Tatooine is in pieces.
That's the spirit. Tiresias has a reputation for being slippery. When you catch him, better hold on tight. Good luck, Hunter. Krista out.
Freighter Minok Fodder 62009er, please stand by for landing clearance.
I'm looking for a Deveronian named Tiresias Loci. Got any record of him?
Scanning databanks. 1 moment, please. Records indicate only one Deveronian present at the spaceport. A merchant named Gellar Roing.
Bet you anything Gellar Roing is an alias for Tiresias Loci.
Where can I find this Deveronian merchant?
Gellar Roing's vessel is awaiting departure clearance in Docking Bay 64. Do you wish for me to contact him?
That ship isn't going anywhere. Got it.
I cannot revoke Gellar Roing's flight clearance, but I do list 6 vessels in line ahead of him. If you hurry, you might catch him.
How long can it take to get departure clearance from this lousy spaceport? Stupid locals. You look lost, friend. Can I help you?
Save your breath. You're dead.
Stop! I surrender. I got no loyalty to that scum. He left us here to die. The pay is great, but he never said we'd go up against anything like you.
You picked the wrong employer, pal.
No kidding. I should have stuck to pirating. I don't want any more trouble. I'll tell you everything I know. The Deveronian said a bounty hunter shot down his starship. He walked across the desert to reach Mos Illa. Blasted lucky he made it.
Where did Tiresias scrounge up this bucket of bolts?
Oh, well, that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. This bounty hunter caught up to us, nasty little Rodian. Before we could draw blasters, the Deveronian cuts a deal. Not only did he buy off the bounty hunter, he convinced him to sell his own starship.
Some bounty hunters have no sense of professionalism.
It's all about the credits, right? Why else do any of us do this? The Rodian's celebrating with a private party at a club outside of town. He's thrown around credits like sand.
I cross-referenced the ship's registration with known Rodian bounty hunters. Found your rival. Vibu Lunx. Deadly accurate with a blaster, but has a reputation for laziness. I'm surprised he made it this far.
Hunters like him give the rest of us a bad name.
But on the bright side, they make pros like us look great. If Tiresias bought off your rival once, he might try it again. Use a bounty hunter to fight a bounty hunter?
That's useful information, right? Please, let me go. This was never personal.
Trying to kill me is always personal.
I knew I'd regret this stupid job.
Kind of harsh, don't you think? He told you everything he knew.
He might have been lying.
Oh great, then might as well kill the whole galaxy. Let's drop in on your rival hunter's big party. It's the only lead we've got.
Wamawang kami tuske o wana tablota wijawa. Liska chanaga ima che, choran chike.
You let Tiresias Loci live, Vibu. That's not how we do things.
Yako kuchi rati tud mota meskocha. Tula musta wo granitampio du poshiwompa. Piska ku palia pitie potenia go.
If you give me those credits, I might forget I found you.
Chaki chawa joto ke kwanga choskar. Itsug nang kihe chalangtong ima chechu. Tong micha Kolkata maji ta us azalas ulval.
The party's over, Vibu.
Don't kill me. I'm just a dancer.
I need to find the Lady of Pain. Know where she is?
I performed for her once. She gave me the creeps. The Lady of Pain runs a compound not far from here. Bad part of the desert. You can't miss it.
Take the rest of the day off.
Guess we're off to see the Lady of Pain, huh? This should be interesting.
I'm going back to the family moisture farm.
Surely I can offer you something, lady. An HK assassin droid? Fresh slaves? Direct from Ryloth?
I already have those. Stop wasting my time.
What's wrong, Tiresias? Can't buy your way out of this?
Oh boy, here we go again.
Tiresias? Wait, you're actually... No. Shame on you, you naughty little Deveronian.
Sincerest apologies, lady. Now that you know I'm the justifiably famous Tiresias Loci, you also know my resources. I need you to eliminate this bounty hunter and help me leave Tatooine. I'll pay generously, of course.
It would be rude to eliminate someone before I've heard her counteroffer. Well?
Who do you want dead? I can offer you a bulk discount.
What a wonderfully sweet offer. I have a keen interest in gladiatorial contests. A match is scheduled for today, and I've lost my beloved champion. Whoever fights as my new champion could ask any favor of me.
I'm not here to make deals. I'm here to kill Tiresias Loci, and anyone standing in my way.
Try it and I'll disintegrate him. That means no bounty for you. I suggest one of you take my deal.
This isn't exactly a fair negotiation, lady. I'm no gladiator.
I'm sure one of these men would fight in your place for a price.
All right. I'll make anyone who fights for me obscenely rich. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Someone is bound to take us all for bounty hunter. Won't you be my champion?
Mess around with me and your history. Let's not waste any more time.
Now, don't be too quick. It disappoints the fans.
Lady, this is a terrible mistake. Don't be a fool.
Fool. Guards, take Tiresias away and remove his tongue. You don't need it, do you?
I'd prefer it if you left him intact.
Very well. I suppose he's your property, assuming you win the match. Put Tiresias someplace safe, guards, and watch him. He's slippery.
You haven't heard the last of me. Either of you.
Your opponent is in the next room. When you're ready, meet me and my guest there.
I'm ready to fight.
Wonderful. Feldogen, this is my new champion.
A bounty hunter? Borga will rip this fool limb from limb, won't she, my beautiful boy? Save it for the match, Borga.
May the best fighter win.
Olga! My sweet, precious boy!
Delicious. For a moment, I thought Borga might kill you, bounty hunter.
You fought like a big dumb brute. Never stood a chance.
This isn't over, lady. I'll return with a new champion.
I hope so, Phil. Our little gatherings always make my day. Kisses.
Lady, Tiresias escaped. He hit us with a stun grenade.
I watched you disarm him. Where did he get that weapon?
One of his horns was fake. He hid the grenade inside it. Please, don't cripple me. It's not my fault.
No Tiresias. I'm about to kill everyone in this place, starting with you, lady.
I find your threats intoxicating. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. One of you saw where Tiresias went, yes?
He stole a swoop bike and a hyperdrive regulator. He could be anywhere by now.
But I'll find him. The swoop bikes all have homing beacons. A precaution against thieving Jawas and stupid guards. I'll consult my tracker. Ah, there he is. The stolen swoop bike stopped at these coordinates in the deep desert.
Boss, if Tiresias stole a hyperdrive regulator, he might be trying to fix his old ship, the one that got shot down.
Knowing Tiresias, I don't have much time to catch him.
When you do, please hurt him. A lot.
Going somewhere, Tiresias?
Not with all those dune rats nipping at my heels. Thanks for clearing that up. You're sure she's ready for takeoff?
I've checked the calculations 4 times, Master, with shields at minimum.
Right. Good enough. That just leaves our friend here to deal with. If you want something done right, do it yourself. Open fire, NK! All right, you win. Let's cut a deal.
Go ahead and talk. I'll listen.
I don't want to do this, but I have no choice. This is the famous Star of Alderaan, the most valuable gem in the galaxy.
No, Master. Not your most prized possession. We must fight.
Quiet, NK. We'd never stand a chance. Alderaan's royal family would pay a fortune to get this gem back. Let me go, and it's yours.
Do I look that gullible to you?
You can't blame a guy for trying. Take the gem anyway. I insist. Girls, come to Daddy. It's dinner time.
Let's get it.
Come on, you hunk of junk! Blast! I knew there wasn't enough power to take off.
End of the line, Tiresias.
You are the toughest, most persistent bounty hunter I have ever met. I only have one thing left to say. Give me a job. Spare my life, and I'll dedicate it to working for you. How's that sound?
That may be the funniest thing I've ever heard.
It's not a joke. I'm tired of running. My fortune's gone, but I'm still hunted. I want Tiresias Loci dead as much as anyone. What if I told you there's a duplicate of yours truly? A replica identical in all respects. Even a bioscan couldn't tell the difference.
You made a copy of yourself? One was bad enough.
My duplicate is already dead, frozen in carbonite. Just pretend he's me. Once I'm declared dead, I'll put my legendary skills, savvy, and contacts at your disposal. Imagine what we could accomplish.
The thought of blasting you in the face is all that kept me going.
I'm really worth more to you alive.
I hate to say it, but having him on our team might be useful.
I swear I'll never run. I'm safer as your servant than as a fugitive. Even if I did escape, you'd just find me again. Honestly, who wants to have this conversation twice?
Mess around with me and your history.
Shall we head to the cargo hold and get my duplicate? There's my duplicate. Should only take a few moments to thaw him out. We need to make it look convincing. A couple of blaster shots should sell it. You want to do the honors?
We'll tell everyone you went out in a blaze of glory.
Oh my stars! I'm glad we decided to work together. Let me collect my gear and we can be on our way. So, I'll need a new name. After all, Tiresias Loci is dead. And what do you think of the name Galt Renault? Has a nice ring to it.
Call yourself whatever you like.
Then Galt Renault it is. A fine new name for an exciting new life.
Why don't you and Galt spend a little time getting to know each other? I'll see you two back at the ship.
Lead on, my fearsome friend. Galt is ready for action.
Hey, you're back. And Tiresias is still alive. Guess you two are bonding, huh?
The name's Galt, remember? Galt Renault. And yes, we're getting along famously.
Is that so?
So far, so good.
He is an infamous scoundrel.
I've turned over a new leaf. Unless an infamous scoundrel is what you need, of course.
I've had enough of scorching heat and sand. What do you say we check out our next target?
I eliminated Tiresias Loci.
Yeah, well, I'll believe it when I scan it. Huh. What do you know? The body's bioscan matches.
You just made a lot of crime bosses very happy. I've got a positive on the rival kill as well. Credit for Tiresias Loci goes to you. Stay hungry, Hunter.
I've always heard how beautiful Alderaan's supposed to be. Figures I'm gonna see it in the middle of a war. At least it'll still be pretty in the holos.
You can sightsee after we win the Great Hunt.
That's assuming there'll be anything left to see. Just forget it, you wouldn't understand.
Welcome to Alderaan, Hunter. Former tourist capital of the core worlds. Your target here is a nobleman nicknamed the Durasteel Duke on account of his knack for staying alive. Over 1,000 assassins have come and gone trying to put the Duke to bed, but he ain't met you yet, right? He was last seen with House Gerard. They're guests of House Thule, so that's a good place to start looking. Good luck.
Figures she'd gloss over the details. Lucky for you, I'm on the job.
Fill me in. I hate surprises.
In a nutshell, when the Queen of Alderaan died a few years ago, the head of the military declared himself king. That didn't go over so well. Now the 3 largest houses are fighting over the crown.
I'll need to know more about the major players.
Well, General Boris Olgo is the guy who declared himself king, and his house controls most of Alderaan's former military. House Organa and House Thule are Olgo's only real opposition, but they're at each other's throats too. Basically, Organa wants Alderaan back in the Republic, and Thule came back from exile with the help of the Empire. Hey, are you getting all this?
Our mark is with Gerard at House Thule, and the rest are target practice. Anything else?
Well, that pretty much sums it up. Come on. We better go pay a visit to House Gerard. Oh, and one last thing. The nobles of Alderaan are different. They think they're untouchable, and they won't be impressed, no matter how big a gun you wave around.
I'd just cuffed the whelp for scuffing my boot with the stirrup when... Oh, abominable.
My, what have we here?
I'm looking for the Durasteel Duke.
Durasteel Duke? What is this roughneck babbling about?
Duke Corwin, you old dotard.
Is that what they call him? How quaint. You must leave, now, and use the servants' exit. People would talk if they saw someone of your ilk here.
People are gonna talk after I blast you out of your boots.
Are you going to take that, Hader?
She's armed and armored. I'm hardly going to wrestle her to the ground.
Don't talk like that, Father. It's beneath your station.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, return to the festivities. I will have a few words with our esteemed guest here.
You better pick those words more carefully than your friends here.
I will deal with you respectfully if you extend me the same courtesy.
You aren't seriously considering dealing with this thug?
Uncle, please. I have the situation well in hand. Return to the festivities. This is not a request. I believe I know why you're here, but this is a discussion best held in private. Please wait in my office. I'll be right with you.
Well, this is a first.
I'm a bounty hunter. I'm after the Durasteel Duke. Can you help or not?
Right to the point, yes? I'm afraid the Duke and his sister left House Gerard some time ago under unpleasant circumstances. House Gerard now has a vested interest in finding the Duke and having him meet an unpleasant end. A minor noble claims to have a lead on the Duke. However, he insists on meeting in person, which I'm not willing to do. Instead, I will employ you.
Just tell me where to find this twerp.
This transaction must be handled delicately. I can't expect you to navigate the intricacies of our society, but I can give you the authority to negotiate on my behalf. From this point on, you will act as House Gerard's advocate, a role of honor. Come, I will walk you through the appointment ceremony.
Let's make this happen.
Please kneel. I, Baron Zakar Gerard,
do hereby bequeath my voice and my seal to this proxy. Now repeat after me. I humbly accept this honor and swear to carry my authority in a manner befitting the Lord I serve.
I humbly accept this honor and swear to carry my authority in a manner befitting the Lord I serve.
You may rise. Well done. There may be hope for you yet. It is customary for information to be double encrypted in these transactions, so Lord Malphus must enter his half of the key before you take the data. I'll let Malphus know you'll arrive at his encampment soon. Be on your best behavior.
Stop right where you are. You have no rank here. Etiquette dictates that no one below my rank is permitted within 10 paces of my person without my express consent.
Used to be 5 paces. I suppose the war is making people jumpy.
Wait, you are the advocate of House Gerard? Outrageous! I would not trust the likes of you to scrub my sewage, let alone deliver vital correspondence.
Here's your opportunity to just shut up and hand over the message.
You don't make demands of me, mongrel. Honor dictates this message must stay in my care until I give it to someone of rank, not a trained Thranta. Look, I have here tokens of respect for my peers, a mission for a page. Deliver them and earn a 10-year-old's honor. Then I can speak to you.
How about I deliver your teeth?
Your artful diplomacy is a wonder to behold.
Oh! You struck me! How dare you! You leather-faced harpy! I'll see you suffer for that! What are you oafs waiting for? Pound this cur to the ground! Baron Zaka will hear of this offense. Enjoy explaining why my information will now go to someone else. I demand that you prostrate yourself and beg for mercy, or so help me, I'll have you brought before a tribunal for these grievous affronts.
I'm done playing games with you.
You wouldn't dare. Wait! I shall enter my half of the security key. You take this message to Baron Zakar with my fond regards.
Don't know what bruised more easily, his ego or his face.
May we never meet again.
It is clear that you have plans in motion, nephew. Your newest lackey. Tell me, did my nephew mention that he already hired a bounty hunter and got him promptly killed?
Just saves me the trouble of taking him off the payroll.
Think that was the you-know-who, here for the you-know-what?
If you would please excuse yourself, Uncle. I have business with my advocate. I see how your brat Rafid learned to disgrace us. Advocate. I just got a very impolite communication from Lord Malphus, saying that you assaulted him. Is that true?
I should have fed him my blaster.
Don't get carried away. We were fortunate that your roughhousing didn't cost us the prize. According to Malphus's information, Duke Corwin is in negotiations with our enemy, House Organa. They're placing messages in phony relics at House Alder's Royal Museum for later retrieval. Duke Corwin's placed an imposter relic in the museum recently. You'll have to forcibly enter House Alder and find it.
I was thinking my rap sheet's a little light on breaking and entering.
This is not playtime. You're to identify the fraudulent relic and bring me the message. And use extreme caution. The museum holds priceless cultural treasures. Nobody wants to be responsible for destroying that heritage.
Priceless is something Alderaanians only use to describe things they still own. Catch my drift.
What is all that noise?
Jackpot. How good are you at shooting with your hands full?
Oh no. Out, please. Take your battles elsewhere. This museum has no strategic value.
I'm only gonna ask this once. Where's the fake?
You must be mistaken. Each piece here
is an irreplaceable artifact from Alderaan's long and distinguished heritage. Some are thousands of years old. You must go before anything is damaged.
I'll show you damaged.
Please, I'm begging you, you mustn't touch. They are each priceless. I can prove it to you. I have an integrity scanner we use for restoration work. It will only take a few minutes to scan for Oh no! The security cameras, they've spotted you. You can't fight in here.
Looks like you're out of time.
Cross-eyed.
Accept your hand? I'd sooner thrust my fist into a thresher.
I don't understand. I thought this had already been arranged. Approved.
Advocate, be so kind as to remove this thing from my presence.
Kindness doesn't pay. Try again.
You would have this thug manhandle me?
Fine. I'll pay you. Just get this insufferable swine out of here.
You heard the lady.
This must be some kind of mistake! Ugh.
Well, that was at least worth a week's pocket money. I hope you know what to do with that much.
I'll get something to remember you by, like blaster targets with your face on them.
How sweet. I'll try not to forget you the moment I turn my head. Good day, Advocate.
Are you absolutely insane? House Alder just announced that mercenaries have pillaged the Royal Museum. They are calling for whoever is responsible for the attack to be brought up on war crimes. War crimes! I demand an explanation.
Keep talking, and I'll be penning your will in blood.
I believe I can forgive this error. Once. Let's see if this was worth the backlash. This is in Organa's house tongue. I'll need a moment to pass the details. These houses. Thule vassals, Ulgo vassals, House Organa. Duke Corwin isn't just allying with the Organas. He's organizing an entire coalition against the House Thule.
He won't be organizing squat when I'm done with him.
Oh, you'll never have the chance to make good on that threat. My cousin is safe within the sanctuary of House Rist. If he's under their protection, it's little wonder why the Durasteel Duke always survives. The Rists are a family of assassins who ascended into nobility through centuries of murder and sabotage. Duke Corwin is beyond our reach.
Anybody who can't kill someone face to face ain't a concern of mine.
The last bounty hunter I hired probably thought the same thing. You'll need to find Duke Corwin's haven inside House Rist and stop whatever negotiations my cousin has underway permanently. I'm likely sending you to your death, but if you can manage to succeed, I will have a suitable payment waiting.
Keep your blaster handy. I smell a trap.
I'm afraid you're too late. Duke Corwin took his leave of House Rist on a shuttle just moments ago. Rather hastily, I might add. So hastily he neglected to pay me. A rather gauche breach of etiquette. And unwise.
Folks don't see so clearly when I'm hot on their trail.
I'll admit your dogged pursuit has been rather impressive. Still, it's odd to see Duke Corwin panic. Regardless, congratulations are in order for surviving this long. It's more than can be said for the last bounty hunter to stalk our dear Duke.
More than could be said for your cloak and dagger flunkies, too.
Don't let your success here go to your head. Our best assassins don't man our garrisons. I'm going to make you an offer, and I'm only going to make it once. House Rist has been contracted to eliminate Baron Zakhar Gerard and all of House Gerard's leadership. We'd like to commission you to carry out these assassinations on our behalf.
You're asking me to kill my present employer. It's bad form.
Hardly. Wait until after you've collected Baron Zakhar's bounty on the Durasteel Duke before you destroy House Gerard. There's no rush. House Rist has no further obligation to Duke Corwin. Agree to the contract. You can go in peace.
It's a good deal. Let's take it and scram before anyone else tries to put holes in us.
It's a simple decision, really. Death or profit.
Your credits are no good.
I'm pretty sure they don't expire. Look, she didn't mean that. Her helmet's just on too tight. Give me a minute to talk things over with her.
I said I was only going to offer once. Goodbye.
Advocate, are you there? Oh, damn this blasted thing. Can you hear me? I have news. I don't dare discuss the details on an insecure channel. Please return to House Gerard as soon as possible.
I apologize for recalling you here, but I couldn't risk my cousin catching wind of this discussion. If his retreat from House Rist is any indication, the Durasteel Duke is already running scared, and I'd like him to stay right where he is. It may not be our goal, but crippling House Rist is worth noting. Consider this payment for supporting the Thule war effort.
You didn't call me back just to pay me.
What is the meaning of this?
I just caught this little rake of yours in a dalliance with my wife.
More like you caught your wife in a dalliance with me, cuckold.
Unless you want half of House Thule, questioning why we continue to keep you riffraff here, you'll grant me that winter haven of yours.
My grandfather's estate? Are you mad? That's half my family's lands. Advocate, kill this petty extortionist, and I'll double what I just gave you.
Here are your credits.
That was liberating. Raffid, you're confined to your chambers indefinitely. Hope I do not keep you there for the rest of your natural life. Now get out!
My life or yours, father?
As I was saying, with House Rist unable to protect him, I have no doubt that Duke Corwin is seeking asylum with the Organas.
The Rist didn't know where he went. How do you?
Thule scouts reported spotting a civilian shuttle headed into Organa territory shortly after you breached House Rist's compound. There's nowhere left for my cousin to run. Go kick down House Organa's doors and give them hell. Expect a bonus for any additional Organa casualties.
Vala, help! Someone is trying to kill me. Vala! Wait! Don't shoot. I'm not who you think I am. Look! See?
Guess nobody told you the bait gets eaten.
No! No, please! Don't!
It's a trap! Take her down!
Hold your fire. There has been enough needless killing today. This is a misunderstanding.
I am sure we can reach an agreement without further bloodshed.
You show me the Duke, or I blow her head off. It's that simple.
Tell her the truth, Vala. I don't want to die.
If you want to see the Duke, you need only look there. The real Duke Corwin died almost a month ago while visiting to negotiate a treaty. Even using Kolto suspension, our attempts to revive him have ultimately failed. All we've managed to do is delay his bodily death.
I was beginning to think I wouldn't have the pleasure of killing him myself.
The idea of giving this poor man to you repulses me, but I don't suppose you could do him any more harm. Since you're more than capable of taking Duke Corwin from us, we won't resist under 2 conditions. Leave peacefully and speak nothing of this deception to anyone.
Free money or blood money? Life's always full of tough decisions.
Will you agree to those terms?
I'd rather rack up my bonus kills.
I'll be right behind you, all the way to the bank.
No, please, no! Ah!
Open fire!
This is a new low, Rafid.
You're accusing me. If anyone is...
Gentlemen, compose yourselves. Our esteemed guest has returned.
We are busy, Bounty Hunter, and as you can see, Baron Zakar is otherwise indisposed. My nephew's last act was preparing a sum of credits. I can only assume they're yours.
How'd the Baron bite it?
My nephew was done in by a poisoned glass of wine. Obviously his overambitious progeny's doing.
I'm ambitious now? Why, Uncle? Stooping to compliments, to slander me.
The Baron has no further need of your services. I have to assume the burden of managing my nephew's estate.
As the Baron's only son, I have first claim to succession, hater.
Your claim was forfeit the moment you killed your father. As Regent, the title passes to me.
Actually, Father, the Baron passed his authority to our advocate. Legally, the Bounty Hunter could name the new head of House Gerard.
That'll be whichever one of you makes this worth my while.
I've accumulated a tidy sum over the years. Appoint me Baron, and I'll see you well rewarded.
Ha! Hater keeps his purse strings so tight he could garrote you with it. Now you look radiant with the blush of power. Ever considered becoming a Baroness?
Should either one of them take over, we'll all end up hoppers or lapdogs to the Thools. Advocate, you've already helped me work towards escaping the chattel role I'm relegated to. If you would finally liberate me from these buffoons, I would be very grateful.
Enough pandering. What's your decision, Advocate?
All right, hater. It's yours.
Rafid, you are charged with patricide. Aitala, you will be married on the morrow.
You won't get away with this.
You can't force me to marry.
Your objections are noted and disregarded. Here, Advocate, gratuity for making the right choice. Consider yourself released from duty.
Pleasure doing business.
You know what? Never mind. Those are wrist colors. I told you to take the deal.
You looking for trouble?
No need to be alarmed. I'm only here to deliver a message. It is unfortunate that our individual arrangements had us at odds earlier, but that's simply the nature of our business. My master wishes to ensure that there's no ill will left between us.
Steer clear of me, and we won't have any problems.
That is acceptable. House Rist will no longer interfere with your affairs. News Taro Blood will not take graciously, I'm sure. He fronted a considerable sum to ensure his rivals were dealt with. I imagine he'll threaten some reprisal, but I think we both know what Taro Blood's word is worth.